This video is to share with you some information about the ancient Egyptian economy. This information comes from our textbook, World History, Ancient Civilizations by Holt. As society developed throughout the Old Kingdom, Egypt started trading with some of its neighbors. Traders traveled south along the Nile to Nubia to acquire gold, copper, ivory, slaves, and stone for building their pyramids. Trade with Syria provided Egypt with wood for building and for fire. Many of the lands that Egypt took over also had valuable resources for trade. For example, the Sinai Peninsula had large supplies of turquoise and copper. This map shows the Egyptian trade routes around 1400 BC. Take a look at the legend. The red arrows show trade routes leaving major cities in Egypt and traveling to other areas of Egypt, as well as into Asia Minor and Greece. And you can also see the symbol that shows the oases where the traveling parties would have stopped for access to fresh water as they traveled through the desert. Also notice in the legend the symbols that show the goods that were traded: gold, copper, and timber. Queen Hatshepsut ruled Egypt from about 1503 to 1482 BC. Very unusual for a woman to rule in Egypt. She became the ruler when her husband, King Thutmose, died. Queen Hatshepsut sent Egyptian traders south to trade with the kingdom of Punt on the Red Sea. She also sent them north to trade with people in Asia Minor and Greece. Hatshepsut and later pharaohs used the money that they gained from the trade to support arts and architecture throughout Egypt. Hatshepsut is remembered for the many monuments and temples she built during her reign. There is a magnificent temple built for her near the city of Thebes. There were not a lot of merchants and traders in Egypt. It could be dangerous. It also required traveling long distances to buy and sell goods. Merchants were usually accompanied by soldiers, by scribes who would write down the business transactions, and also laborers to help them along on their travels to do their work. Another important part of the economic system of ancient Egypt was that the farmers had to pay taxes to the pharaoh. They would give crops to Pharaoh as this tax. Taxes were intended to pay the Pharaoh for the use of the land because under Egyptian law, the Pharaoh controlled all the land in the kingdom.